Good day, everybody. I thought I'd do this extra reading today. We've got this once in a lifetime triple conjunction happening today. Well, it's been yesterday, today, and going into tomorrow, because these big aspects are never just one day long. They sort of rise and fall. And in fact, this triple conjunction is part of a bigger double conjunction that started around the 20th of July and will be in effect until October. So the two planets for the extended conjunction is Uranus and the North Node. But yesterday, today and tomorrow, Mars is joining the party. So we have this once in a lifetime triple conjunction that is going to bring forward powerful change, disruption, awakening, enlightening, revolution, liberation, all sorts of things. A good dose of chaos in there as well, I would imagine. So I thought I'd do a reading today just about those energies. So we're going to use Wisdom of the Oracle for 3 cards, and then I'm going to use my old Goliath deck to clarify the energies. So what do we need to know for this once in a lifetime triple transit between Mars, Uranus and the North Node, happening between the 1st and the 3rd of August 2022? What does Spirit want to tell the collective? What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate these energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? So we have the thinker. TikTok. And the fates. Okay, so the messages I'm getting is thinking about and contemplating sort of what these energies mean for you and where you want to go next in your life. With the North Node, it's about sort of what you're here to do. This could be about life purpose and things like that. So really contemplating things. But then we've got TikTok and we've got the fates. And this is just screaming out of divine timing to me. Okay, the time is now. And yeah, we're going through such a big time of energy change at the moment. The sort of, just feel like the time is now. And I know sort of, we have these peaks and things, but it's always an evolutionary process going on and on and on. But yeah, this feels like a big life choice point of divine timing, where we're being guided by fate, by the universe, by spirit, however you see it. So yeah, take time today to contemplate where you are, where you want to go, what's holding you back and limiting. Because I do feel it's going to be a huge liberation from limitation, breakthroughs, all sorts of stuff like that. Okay, so what do we need to know for today for this once in a lifetime triple conjunction between the North Node, Uranus and Mars, happening yesterday, today and tomorrow in Taurus? What does Spirit want us to know about this transit? What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate these energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Okay, so where we find ourselves. The Knight of Cups, the Brother of the Wild. I'll show you these cards as I talk through them. Oh, that's actually from the bottom of the deck, so that's one of the subconscious environmental cards. Let's start again. Okay, so we've got the Eight of Wands, the Meteor Shower. We have Justice, the Doves of Equality. We have the Ace of Wands. We have Masks. We have the Magician, the Alchemical Master. And then we have the Star. We have the Shaman, the Medicine Healer. The Star is the Cosmic Guide. I can move these over here a bit. And the Karmic Release. Wow, nice energies. And then we've got the Knight of Cups at the bottom. Just going to leave that there. No, actually I'm going to take that out. And the Ace of Swords. Okay, so I said about divine timing and the fates being involved and everything. So at the middle of the deck of the spread, we have the Eight of Wands, information coming in really quickly. In some decks it's called swiftness, and it's just like these eight wands coming in really quick. So new information and everything speeding in. Bringing forth truth, justice and freedom. This is justice, doves of equality. And yeah, we're 5 years into a 7-year phase called Eyes Wide Opening. It's about the Great Awakening. And as we go through it, more and more people's eyes are being opened and more people are awakening. And this is sort of I feel that this triple conjunction is one of those points of awakening, okay, to truth, justice and freedom. It's like, finally, this is what we want, the birthing of the new earth. Okay, and as sort of people's eyes are open, as people are awakening, it gives us the gift of inspiration, the spark of fire, the rocket up our arse, to start in a new direction. We have the energy and the fire and the inspiration to start something new. Mars and Uranus together, I think there's sparks of inspiration that lead to the new journey. And then we have Masks, the hidden wolf. Now, I know there's an old phrase about sort of a wolf in sheep's clothing. For me, I don't see it like that. I see it as people that have been sheep, that have not been awake, that have had their eyes closed and things like that. Suddenly, as your eyes open, as you awaken, you're able to shed the sheep's clothing that keeps you trapped in sort of normality and the machinations of society, and it allows you to step into your true authentic self. And I'm going to touch on this further when I come to the cards at the bottom. That we're calling in our wild spirit, that spark of inspiration. We're no longer ready to take all the BS of society, the rich getting richer, the poor struggling, and all the social injustice and things like that. This liberation is a chance to stand up and go, no more. And then we're moving on to the Magician, the alchemical master. So the Magician is about sort of bringing down from the 5D and manifesting into the 3D. Okay, so we're connected up into the 5D. We're seeing the bigger picture of who we are, of what's happening and everything. We're connecting into the energies, and then we're channeling it down into the 3D. It's really interesting that I'm really quite late at doing this morning's reading and this reading. So normally I do the readings the day before, so that sort of come midnight UK time, you know, they're scheduled to go out and everything. But yesterday I had two really big Zoom launches and masterclasses about this awakening and this new earth energy, and being in connection with lots of other powerful women, and working together and creating this new path forward. And in between, I had one early afternoon and one in the evening. I should have actually been at a third Zoom meeting, but the second one carried on, and I couldn't make it to the third one. But in the middle of that, during the day when I thought I'd have time to do my readings, decided to go shopping, food shopping, to the supermarket, bus into the city centre to go to the health food shop and get my health food shop shopping. Oh my God, a nightmare. The shopping actually wasn't too bad. I walked down to the supermarket, got all my lovely things. But then getting into town, it was one of those hot, humid days. The bus route I was on is one of the slower ones with less buses around town. Out of my area, I mean, I have like 12, 13, 14 one way and at least like 8 buses sort of at the other main road, the other side of me, you know, like 20 buses an hour that I can get on and everything. But where I go shopping, it's 2 buses an hour. So it's like I get to the bus stop, it's like, 7 minutes, that's not too bad, good timing. That'll get me into town in time to go to the health food shop before the shop's closed and everything. The bus coming down gets to 6 minutes, gets to 4 minutes, and then it disappears. It's like, oh dear. Next one is, well, it had been 30 minutes. I still had another 20 minutes to wait for it. So it's just hanging about in hot, humid weather at the bus stop, rucksack full of food, carrier bags, because it's too far for me to walk into town, especially after walking, you know, it's a huge circuit. So yeah, get into bus, it's like, oh God, I hope the health food shop doesn't close at 5 and I'm okay. Get into town, it's really slow. Bus get into town, they've hit rush hour. So yeah, trying to, you know, manoeuvre around the city centre. Anyway, I get to the health food shop, get all my stuff and everything, bags even heavier. Get to the bus stop to get my bus home. And it's like there, cancellations. So when I thought I would have time to come home, do my readings, it says, oh no, even if I have to do them in the evening, it'll be fine. I was exhausted. I just had time to get myself something quickly to eat and make a pot of tea before the Zoom started. And then sort of just the heat and the standing around in bus stops and the weight of my carriers and everything. I was just too exhausted after I'd finished that second Zoom meeting. And so, yeah, couldn't get the stuff done last night because I just didn't have the mental or physical energy to do it. And I can't actually remember why I was telling you that now, but it was coming out of the Magician card. Oh, yes, it was about the beginning of these amazing things that I'm being part of. So yes, that manifesting of the 5D down into the 3D, and just the stuff that I'm just channeling through at the moment about sort of, you know, where I'm going and everything. And one of the things that I asked for this year, having realised over the dark half of the year, from autumn equinox to spring equinox, well, by the end of January, actually, I realised was that you can't do all this on your own. You need connections and collaborations. You need to be in tune with feminine power, especially for creating the new earth, and you need to work in groups of inspirational women and things like that, and we spin and create the future and spark each other together. So that's been one of the things I've called in this year, and it has been amazing. I am now in connection and collaboration with loads and loads of really inspirational women on this path, and helping to birth this new age, this new earth. And so they're helping me, they're being held in their space, they're allowing me the space and the visibility to be able to channel this and bring this in on my own, fully supported in this synergy of other women that are also doing the same thing. So yeah, that's why I'm late doing this, because it was just, this energy is just amazing, and yeah, divine timing, and just how it's all unfolding. So I say to you, just trust. So yeah, that was about that. So the clarifying cards, we have the Star, healing, hope, optimism, new beginnings, wishing. It always makes me think wish upon a star when this card comes up. But yeah, this is the new beginning, the new journey and everything. And then we have the shaman, the medicine. Let me just look. Yeah, the medicine healer. And again, we've got another big cat, another healer, another magician, another shaman. And it's about getting into our magical energy and our 5D energy and our quantum self and things like that, and bringing this new, it's not new energy because it's always been there, but we've never been at a time before where we are moving into 5D. We've been in 5D before, but the planet was in 3D. But this time it's different because the planet is evolving into 5D as well. So we're becoming the shamans, the healers, the medicine people. And it's about stepping into your power of being able to do that, and knowing yourself as a powerful being. How many times has the King of Wands come up just recently? Stepping into your power. And then as we're doing that, it's like at the same time we're releasing the old stories and the old patterns and the old limiting beliefs and things like that. And not just from this lifetime, we're releasing it across aeons and dimensions and paradigms and timelines, ancestral, family. It's like, I feel like I've just spent the last 6 months doing that myself in my own life. You never get to the end of it. There's always bits, new bits that come up. But yeah, it's been 6 months of just shedding a lot of stuff that I was carrying across all these lifetimes and everything. But yeah, as we step into this power, into this energy, we release all this stuff. This is the karmic release, the sacred karmic deer. So yeah, this whole new energy, this divine timing of the time is now. Let's do it. Then the cards underneath, we have the Knight of Cups, the Brother of the Wild, and we've got a wolf here howling and calling in all the other wolves. And this with the mask, as we step out of the being sheep type of thing and we step into our authentic wolf of wild creativity and magical self, we howl and we call in the others like us, the other groups that will work together to create this new earth. So yeah, that's another reason why when I say that as is sheep in wolf in sheep's clothing, I mean it about releasing that docility and being part of the pack and staying in safety and everything, and just shedding that sheep's clothing and stepping into your authentic wild self, creative, inspired, all this fire energy to create the new. And so with the Knight of Cups, we've got the Four of Cups, we've got the wandering mind, contemplating, this thinker. Okay, this thinker. So with the Four of Cups, we've got the 3 cups up here, and there's a 4th cup down here. Often in this card, we've got a figure sitting under a tree, contemplating the 3 cups, the mundane, the everyday, da-da-da-da-da, and it doesn't see the hand emerging from the cloud with the 4th divine cup. In here, the cat is scrying into a dark crystal ball, could be onyx, sort of doing that, like scrying. You can scry into black mirrors and things like that, connecting into the potential of this moment. We might not know exactly sort of what it is we're here to do or whatever, but the energy is opening up, and we might start being able to scry and see the things coming through. I'm just getting little snippets every day. So it's like one day I get a little snippet, and then the next morning the inspiration will be the next piece to that, and then the next morning there's the next piece, and I'm gradually piecing together this thing that I'm here to do. But I don't have the full picture yet, and I think it's going to take all the way through August for me until September, because of the things I know that I've got starting up in September, that I'll be ready to leap into the new things with the support of people that will help me achieve that, all the resources and the people and everything that I need. I'm in the process of drawing it all to me at the moment, and I know I'll be ready to leap forward in September. For me, September is always sort of a time of new beginnings. For many years I was a lecturer and teacher and of complementary medicine and things like that. And so September was the start of the new academic year. It was a new start, new beginning. And I find that after having a lull over the summer, June, July, August, where there's no teaching, often I wasn't on contracts, I was just paid for my teaching. So I'd have 3 months over the summer for festivals and holidays and partying and things like that. So I have this lull, and then September is when I start from everything that I've gathered, I've learned, integrated, September is the new launch. It's also the harvest tide from all the work I've done up to now, integrated and going forward with the new seeds being planted. Autumn, if you think about what autumn is and everything, it's the final bit of the light half of the year up to autumn equinox in the northern hemisphere. So it's the culmination of 6 months of external work before I start diving deep into the internal work for the dark half of the year. So that's the energy. And then we finish off with the Ace of Swords. Clarity, focus, that new mental clarity about this, with the contemplation and the thinking about things, what comes up, inspiration and ideas of where we're going. From the inspiration, we contemplate the inspiration, the fire coming up, and we get clarity of mind. It burns away all the confusion and the brain fog and the stuff that sort of gets in the way of our clarity, and we get clarity. So, woo! I love it when it just channels through me like that, and it's just always been stumbling over my words because there's so much pouring in. But I hope you got that. If not, play it back and listen again. Take notes. I hope this resonated for you. If it did, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications. If you'd like a personal reading from me, which does include all this channeling and stuff that goes on, then email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful, once in a lifetime, what a sculpture, triple conjunction in Taurus. And until next time, thank you for watching.